It's going to be a long year. It's going to be a long, long year with this. We had someone hit us up and say they think the biggest story of 2024 is Ryan Day is let go after spending record levels of money on NIL, I guess is what they're talking about. Let's just drill down on this, because you're not alone. Whomstever you are, you're not alone. A lot of people think this is going to happen. It's become the most common refrain that I've heard from the hater crowd in early portions of January and February, and that is, Ryan Day had the audacity to go try and make his roster better. He's screwed now. In no other world does that make sense, but this is college football. So you're trying to rationalize the irrational already. What they mean is the guy's lost 3 years in a row to Michigan, right? Right. And he hadn't won the Big Ten championship 3 years in a row, right? Right. And he hadn't won a national title, right? Right. Okay, so if he's already not getting it done, now he's loading up on all his talent, and they're going all in, pushing the chips to the middle of the table. Harbaugh, their chief rival, they lost his head coach. He's got to win a title this year or he's done. Well, no, he's not. But I want to ask you, if you do believe that, tell me exactly how it happens. What is the record in this scenario? Is it if you lose a game, you're fired? Is it the scene in Remember the Titans? Is it Herman Boone out there throwing up before the first game of the year because it's lose a game, they'll fire you? Is that what the case is? I don't think so. Some of you do. If it's the Michigan game he loses, some of you think that's it. He's fired. Ohio State is the envy of 98% of this sport. Do you understand that? And that includes with your head coach, who I still think is one of the best in the game. But you are the envy of like 98% of the sport. And instead of realizing that, I got some folks who are saying, no, it's worth risking it all to chase that top 2%, not realizing that, by the way, he is the one who could get you there. He had you there last year. The field goal that is not against Georgia, the difference in one kick off of 1 foot is the difference in you going and body bagging TCU and Ryan Day being called national championship winning head coach Ryan Day. And none of this foolishness would be said, but it is. And I understand and appreciate the passion in this sport. I understand that in a roundabout way, that's what makes our sport great, that sometimes it's irrational. And that creates this unbalanced, sometimes unhinged passion and rabid excitement for games and for teams and for coaches. And I love it and I appreciate it, but I don't always have to agree with it. And I don't agree with this. I think Ryan Day is a stud. I think who he is as a head coach is still evolving. I think what a Ryan Day team is still evolving. I think what an Ohio State program is under Ryan Day is still evolving. You didn't see him go heavy in NIL once upon a time. Now they are. You used to see him win by scoring firework offense style. They won defensively several times last year. This will be the best defense they fielded under Ryan Day. They could be a defensive-oriented team again this year. Well, that's not what a Ryan Day team was a few years ago. Things change. He's a young head coach still. He's not 55 years old. He's still young. He's still evolving. In 2030, if he's still there, I guarantee you one thing. I don't know what it'll be, but I guarantee you, you'll look at him in 2030 and say, remember when he was fill in the blank in 21 or 22? Wow, what a far cry we are from that. You know how I know that's likely? Because we said it about Nick Saban, and he was the best of all time. We said it about Saban, and his program never fell from being either 1 or 1A at any given point in his run after the first couple of years, and he redefined everything. He reinvented everything about his program. So I never think that you have these guys nailed down, because the best ones are impossible to nail down, because the hallmark of the best is they evolve. But that doesn't mean they're not good. I think Ryan Day is really good. So it's hard to win championships, is my point. Anybody who goes into a season, short of Nolensville Little League down here, or as I like to call them, Nolensville IMG, a Little League team who fired their head coach recently because, well, I'll let you go read the article because it's Little League baseball. But short of that, I do not ever buy into the concept that in a sport as competitive as college football, you enter into a season saying national championship or you're fired. That's insanity. That is totally insane.